how did we get two people, two dogs, and some of our belongings to Mexico? There are lots of ways to do it, but with our amount of stuff, our budget, and safety considerations in mind, we decided to hire a moving company to pick us up and bring us to Puerto Vallarta. It would have been cheaper if we drove ourselves, but then we'd have to worry about safety considerations since we wouldn't know the best route. And then also, we don't want to have a car in Mexico anyway. An easier option than a moving company would have been to fly, but our dogs do not fit into the cabin part of a plane, and putting them in cargo felt too dangerous. Unfortunately, flying private is out of our budget. So we chose a middle ground option that cost us $4,200, and it included the drive plus the hotels along the way. We ended up booking this date about 2.5 months ahead of time. And at the time, it was a bit of a risk because our house hadn't even sold. We didn't know if we would be ready, but we were afraid if we waited, the date would be pushed out way too far in the future. And we were right because they are now booking people 4+ months in advance because the demand has grown so much. On our actual pickup day of June 16th, the van arrived and loaded up our stuff, which amounted to 9 totes, 4 suitcases, a bike, and a few other random things that we could fit. As long as it fits into a 5x8x5 space, it can go. We ended up using a chalk outline beforehand to make sure it would fit, and we had more than enough room for the amount of stuff that we had. After being picked up, we drove for 3 days with stops about every 3 hours for gas and snacks and plenty breaks for the dogs and the humans. We ended up arriving safely with some spooky moments along the way as we got used to the way that the federal highways of Mexico work, but it was the perfect solution for us. And now we're here.